All right, hockey fans, welcome back to the latest edition of the Wolves Hockey Show, number one rated hockey theme show on Lakes Region Public Access. Nobody tops us. An unprecedented 3-year run as the number one show. Coach Luttrell back with us.
By popular demand.
That's right. How was your weekend, Coach?
It was a pretty good weekend. Busy with hockey, but
A lot of it, yeah. Well, starting us off, the 16s. Coach, they made it all the way to the ESL semifinals. They won 2 games in the ESL playoffs. They defeated the North Carolina Golden Bears. They also defeated the Atlanta Fire in a great comeback game, 2-1. What did you hear reports down in Florida, Coach?
I heard that nothing but good reports from the 16s. I heard they were playing very well against some pretty good teams down there.
For sure, and it was a great weekend of hockey. They had 4 kids representing the All-Star game. All the games were close, 1 2-goal games. It came down to the final minute. And then when they made it on to the semifinals, they played a great game this morning against a really good American Hockey Academy. 1-0 final. Goal was disputed. They're technically, a lot of people said it didn't go in the net, but things happen, and you don't always get the bounces. But obviously, to make it that far is pretty spectacular.
Absolutely is.
Who has been some of the top players you've seen from the 16s all season, Coach?
All season from the teams, Charles Day, Daniel Lopez Franco, and net. Outstanding young goaltender right there. Kovacs.
Yep.
Doing a great job there as well.
That's one line we got to talk about. So Zach Rich, Harry Kramer, Jack Kovacs, that line all season long was winning their shifts, but they weren't scoring goals. Kramer, I think, was putting most of the pucks in the net, but he was in different lines. Put that line together, really was a dominant line in my opinion. But now, in the games down there, I think they led all units in scoring. What have you seen out of those 3 characters?
I think they've been working hard all year, and it's great that their hard work's paying off. I know Zach Rich has played some with the 18s, my team, and every time he's come up to play for me, he's scored a goal. So it's
that's pretty good results.
Yes, absolutely.
One other kid I'd like to talk about too is Ryan Starman. Ryan Starman has been really steady all season long. Really thinks the game well. Is an unbelievable teammate. We appointed him the assistant captain a few weeks back. What have been your impressions of Ryan Starman?
I think he's a great kid. Works hard. He's a good defenseman. Willing to step up in the play and go on the offensive side as well.
Yep, and he's really made that power play unit go. We changed the alignment of it a couple weeks ago, and they had a lot of success early, and he's been a big part of that.
Definitely. Him and Charles have definitely been doing well leading that power play.
For sure. We got 3 clips we're going to show you. The ESL playoffs, U16s, down in Florida. Here it is, first game of the weekend, U16s facing off against the North Carolina Golden Bears. Puck is taken there. On the forecheck, create a turnover gauge winner and buries it. Zach Rich. Nice move on the backhand. Wolves take the early lead. Later this same game, starting off from a defensive zone face-off. Wolves here on the draw. They win it, but they don't get early possession of the puck. They compete for it, outwork them. Jack Kovacs makes a nice play, getting it out of the zone. Good stick there by Logan Hooser. Gets it over to Harry Kramer, and he buries it. Top cheese. Just the line we're talking about. Great job, Wolves. Really gutsy effort here by the U16s against the Atlanta Fire, a team that about a month ago beat them 8-6. Here they are defending in zone. The puck comes up the wall. Harry Kramer makes a nice play on it. Good acceleration up the ice. Looks off. Feeds it to Jack Kovacs, and he buries the puck. With that goal, game winner, Wolves win 2-1 and earn a spot in the ESL Final Four. Now, Coach, tell me about the EHLP this past weekend.
Sure. We had 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, against the Vermont Lumberjacks, fighting for playoff positioning here with them. Little 2 losses, a little bit of a disappointing game on Sunday. Not the best effort from the team, but Saturday. And then Sunday they came out firing a very early morning game and went up early, but couldn't hold on for the win there. But tough fought game there.
I think that Vermont's kind of emerged with the Avalanche, but they've kind of exceeded the Avalanche. They've emerged as the top team. So it's an uphill battle when we're facing those teams all the time. It only makes our guys better. But they proved on Sunday with their effort. It's a tale of 2 different games. Saturday
Absolutely.
wasn't as strong strong game Sunday, was very strong, and it could have gone our way. And then one player in particular made a big difference was Owen Guerin. Tell me about Owen Guerin a little bit.
Owen Guerin got called up to the P team from the U18s, and he's had a few games at the P, and he comes out and he dominates at that level.
Yeah.
He steps out, and he's one of the best players on the ice. So it's great to see him producing goals and assists for the P team, and he definitely sets the tone, helps them play better.
Absolutely, and he had 3 points in that game, and we're going to show you one of his plays on Sunday. Here's action in the third period. Wolves defending. They make a nice play to come out of the zone. Owen Guerin, he plays with speed, makes a nice move around the defender, feeds it to Nate Guinness, and Nate Guinness buries it on the backhand. As mentioned, the Wolves lost this game, but had a great highlight and a great spark from Owen Guerin. Now, Coach, we got a lot of highlights for the EHL team this past weekend. One of the best weekends of the year. This team we are incredibly proud of. They've come a long way. Tell me about the EHL.
The EHL again had 2 games Saturday and Sunday against the Vermont Lumberjacks, and they turned out great showings in both games and came away with 2 wins against the team that we're fighting for playoff positioning with in the same division.
They haven't clinched it yet. They still have a couple games to go here, and they got to play well down the stretch. You want to be playing your best hockey, accelerating into the playoffs. But one of the things I liked is they got contributions from guys that they don't normally get those contributions from. When Declan or Julius or Richard scores, those are to be expected. Those are points you kind of count on every night. But they got contributions from guys like Jack Bortle and Eli Brubaker put back in the lineup. Tell me about the lift you get when you get some of those guys contributing on the score sheet.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge lift for the team, especially when you get contributions from the fourth line and from Eli Brubaker, who has been out for months with a broken leg, just coming back, and he got a point in one of the games as well. So that's a huge motivator for the team right there.
Absolutely. So the Wolves defeated Vermont twice, and right here on home ice, potentially sets us up for a nice playoff position. Now, what would you see in a potential playoff matchup with Vermont and the Wolves?
Oh, it's going to be a great series. Tough games against each other. They're not blowouts by either team. They're hard fought from puck drop to final horn.
Yeah. So fans, that's what the matchup's going to be. Whether it's either here or over in Leddy Park in Burlington, Vermont, it's going to be us versus the Lumberjacks. So make sure you stay tuned to our social media and you can check out those games. But before we get to that, we'll get to some highlights of the Wolves EHL team this weekend. Clip from Game 1 on Saturday. Frankie Williamson gets a puck to Bobby Bernier. He gets it to the net and sneaks in on the backhand. The Wolves take a 1-0 lead early in the second period. The 2-2 tie puts the team in a shootout. In comes Julius Kvandal, and he sneaks one past him on the forehand. Great snipe, Julius. Now to win the game, we need to stop. In comes Vermont on Liam Kilgallen. He sticks out the pad, and the Wolves win. 3-2, they take game 1 in a shootout. Late in the first period, Wolves are on an offensive zone faceoff. Jack Ennis makes a nice play down the wall. It's cycled low, Williamson to Brubaker. He makes a nice play to get it to the net, and Jack Bortle makes a nifty move on the backhand. Wolves go up 2-0 early on Sunday. And here it is. Vermont pulls their goaltender. Wolves make a nice play. Jack Bortle getting it out of the zone. And Kevin Johnston pounces on the loose puck and fires it into the empty net. Wolves win 3-1 and sweep the weekend. Great job, EHL Wolves. Now, Coach Lou, one of the things we really pride ourselves on here with the Wolves is our community service involvement. This past week, they jumped on the ice with the Best Buddies of New Hampshire. It's a local organization that helps out with people in need and disadvantaged people here in the Lakes region. And our guys jumped on the ice with them and skated with them, taught them how to skate, and served as Best Buddies for the day. Tell me a little bit about your experience with community service and our Wolves EHL team.
Yeah, we do a lot of community service, helping out with obviously this weekend with Best Buddies, but also various different things, just even helping out people who aren't able to do yard work, need yard work done, we'll help out. It's all about helping the community out, especially when we're in a smaller city here.
Yeah, and those guys, they kind of served as big brothers for the day. It was a lot of fun, and we'll definitely have to do stuff in the future with those guys.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the other things we pride ourselves on is taking our kids from where they are now and then getting them on to college. At the end of the day, You could win a bunch of games, you could win all the championships you want, but if the kids don't reach their goal of playing college hockey or playing at the next level, then it's all for nothing. We did have a recent college commit, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. He's going to be playing Division I college hockey at Long Island University. Tell me about some of the things you saw out of Patrick last year when he was with the Wolves here.
Oh, absolutely. Patrick is an exceptional young player. Takes control of the game with his skill and his leadership. And he's leading the league in the NCDC right now in scoring. So he's doing very well right now.
Yeah. And we wish Patrick a ton of luck and success at the next level. He's an like as Lou said, exceptional player. So congratulations, Patrick, and good luck at the next level. One of these players we're looking to get in college coming up soon is Liam Kilgallen. Coach, tell me about what you've seen out of Liam so far this year.
Liam is a hard-working goaltender. He's worked his way up to the starting position this year after not being the starter in the beginning of the year, and he's taken hold of that position, and he is not letting go of it anytime soon.
That's absolutely true. We got an interview coming up with the Killer. So hockey fans, we have our first ever return guest, Liam Kilgallen.
It's an honor. Second time here.
This old hat for you, no nerves, right?
Yeah.
Well, we had to bring him on because you're having an exceptional run right now, and we're just really proud of where you've gone in your game. Tell me a little bit about your season so far.
Well, it's my second year on the Wolves. Last year we had a really good team. We had a good run, but we came short in the playoffs. And then this year, in the beginning of training camp, our team, like everyone could tell, we were a good team. Like could be better than last year. And then we had a slow start, and we had some struggles, but everyone in the locker room knew we were a good team. Then myself included, I didn't start off that good this year, and then everyone just started to figure it out, and we've just been rolling recently. It's been really fun.
Absolutely. Now tell me about that stretch. You were the opening night starter, and then you had a little bit of adversity. That happens to the best athletes in the world. You have to overcome that adversity. How did you keep yourself dialed in and ready for this moment here?
So obviously the season didn't start how I wanted to. Like obviously every goalie wants to win their first game of the year, just like start off good. But so I had a bad start. I had to just look myself in the mirror, like figure out what I was doing wrong. And then we have two other great goalies on the team. So whenever they're going hard in practice, it just makes you want to work harder and just like be as good as you can every day. So when I finally got the opportunity to play again, I was ready just from practicing hard and battling with other goalies in practice.
Perfect. And was there a certain turning point? Was there one game that you said in your head, I want the next one and I'm going to keep staying in this net until somebody takes me out? Was there a certain game that stands out for you? That was a turning point?
The last time we played Vermont, we lost like 6-0, and I got to go in at the end, and I don't know, I just something clicked. I was just making good 2-on-1 saves, and I was just like, next time we play Vermont, I want to play against them and beat them.
Well, you certainly did this weekend. Now, for the future, what are you looking to have come up here?
For the future, obviously, I want to play college hockey, but right now I'm just focused on trying to win every game and hope the Wolves get a playoff series win.
Absolutely. And, well, thanks for coming on, Killer. Anything you want to say to Mom and Dad back home?
What's up, Mom and Dad? Hopefully you guys come to the rest of the games the rest of the year, and hopefully we'll just keep winning.
Sounds good. You heard it from Killer. Thanks, guys. So that was a great interview with Killer. Great to have him on. Lou, what separates Killer's game now from at the beginning of the season?
He's very calm in net. Earlier in the season, I think he was a little jittery and struggling to stay calm at times, especially when goals were scored on him. It's kind of sloped downhill. Now you can just tell he's very slow and methodical in his movement. When he needs to be fast, he's fast. Nothing's rattling in there in that.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And, one of the things you like to hear, too, is, when a kid applies that, he applies the adversity correctly. You can say, you can have a bad stretch, and you can say, oh, well, the defense, did this, or my team's not getting enough goals in front of me. Or you could say, well, I wasn't playing that strong, and then when I got another opportunity, I wanted to be that guy. And that's what he said. And That's what an elite athlete does.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the best athletes in the world, when they do something wrong or have something that they didn't like the way it turned out, they work on it until they get it right every single time.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to see where it comes up for Liam. We're working hard to get him that college commitment. We had a couple good conversations. I expect that to come in the next coming weeks. So keep up the hard work, man.
Absolutely.
Now, upcoming events. We have United Tier 1 Hockey League playoffs for our 16s. We have traveling down to New Jersey, the HLP team. Tell me a little about that road trip. What does that look like?
It's we're gonna be traveling down to New Jersey to play the Renegades. 4 games, 2 days.
Yeah, all showcase style, which
Yes.
cuts off maybe 15 minutes total from the entire game. I don't know. But that'll be a lot of hockey.
A lot of hockey.
For sure. And then the EHL team plays tomorrow versus the Avalanche. And then they also play on Friday versus the Boston Junior Rangers.
Yes.
Those are 2 good opponents. We've had success against them in the past. What do you think the EHL team needs to do in those next 2 games?
They just got to come out and keep playing the way they're playing right now, playing as a team, playing for each other. Come out and don't let anything get in their way of what they're doing right now.
One of the things I'm most impressed with that team, and Liam alluded to it a little bit, is that there's not a lot of fragility on that team. Like they could have a great game, one game, and they want to replicate that. They could have a bad game, and usually the next game is a really, really positive game. They came through that struggle early in the season, and now they put together a nice win streak because I think they're mentally tougher than they've ever been.
Absolutely.
Now, we also have coming up, let me see here. Let me look at my cheat sheet. We got our tryouts.
Oh yes. Yep.
Big tryouts. We want to see applicants for our 15s, 16s, 17s, 18s, all kids within those birth years 2007 to 2005 coming out to the Melfi Arena March 16th. You can register online. It's only $10 to try out, but we want to see some of the top players in New Hampshire, certainly the top players locally, come out for those teams. Coach Lou, what do you like to see out of athletes when they come out for a tryout scenario? What do you like to see out of them?
Oh, I like to see athletes that come out, work hard, and compete. You're trying out for a team. You want to make a team, so you should be putting the effort forth out there that shows the coach, I want to be on this team. I'm going to do my best every time I come out. Yes.
So don't show up late.
Absolutely. Being prompt and on time is a great habit to have.
We've had kids show up late. Sometimes, it's mom and dad's fault. You can place that blame sometimes. But there's other times when, I remember there was one time there was a kid who was walking down in front of the bleachers and was asking you to borrow a shell for me. And I'm on the ice coaching the tryouts. And it's like, buddy, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you a shell.
Yeah.
You got to pack your own equipment. You're a big boy now. You're 17 years old.
It doesn't look good when you're asking the coach to disrupt the tryout.
Yeah. Hey, stop everything for me. Nothing going on here. Oh, God. Well, any final thoughts, Coach? Any final thoughts as the Wolves go towards their playoff run? You got 16s in playoffs. You got EHLP and EHL in the final stretch of their final 4 or 5 games. Anything you want to see out of the teams coming up this weekend?
No, absolutely. I want to see some wins, yeah, and love to see some more fans in the barn for some home games here, especially the playoffs coming up. We get home ice here. Try and get as many fans as we can here.
That's right. So a special shout out needs to go to Chuck Tucker.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been a couple weeks, Chuck. We need you back in the building. Bring the whole family. Come on out. We need you, buddy.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. All right, fans. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Wolves Hockey Show. Make sure if you need any more information, want to find out what's going on with the Wolves, check out our website, www.ne-wolveshockey.com.